Hello, everyone. Tim and an awesome panel here to go over recommendations of movies that have never hit Blu-ray. We all kind of get wrapped up in what hasn't come, or we all get wrapped up in what is on Blu-ray, I should say. And we don't think about the stuff that just never came out to Blu-ray. And it kind of starts to get forgotten. So this stream is specifically to recommend and talk about stuff that has never hit Blu-ray, specifically overall, but there is going to be some stuff talked about that isn't released domestically and it might have an import. But I have a great panel here. We're all going to be giving out 5 recommendations each. And I'm going to pass it over to Bin Buster to introduce himself.
Hey guys, for those of you that don't know me, I am Bin Buster. What I do is I buy, watch, and review budget bin movies. So movies $5 and under on my channel. I just hit 300 not too long ago on my subscribers on YouTube, and looking on this strive for 5. Whereas if I could get 500 by the end of August, I'm doing a giveaway of some Blu-rays and 4Ks. So let's go.
Awesome. Yes, let's get him to his 500 goal. And dumb me forgot to put the links for everybody in beforehand. I will do that immediately after the stream. So please follow and subscribe to everybody if you are not already. But we'll head over to Side Hustle Cinema now.
Hey guys, Side Hustle Cinema. On my channel I've got I do a media report on Mondays. Cover all the latest things coming out. A lot of things that interest me. Usually a big horror section, talk a lot about horror news on there. I've been doing this thing on there, though, the past couple of weeks where I've been doing a giveaway and giving away like a custom slipcover. And it's been pretty popular. I think it's been a lot of fun. The guy that won last week, this is the one I made him. He wanted the Scream Factory Dolls slipcover. And I do some 4K disc reviews over there. I do weekly haul videos. Mystery box unboxings from different places, and just a lot of different things. So get on over there and subscribe. And thanks for having me on, Tim.
No problem. I'm happy to have you on. And your slip covers, the custom slips, are awesome. You do a really good job with them.
Thanks.
Next up, we'll head over to Jagoda to introduce himself. He's been here before. Awesome guy.
What's going on, everybody? Jagoda Blue here, fellow collector. Kind of try to collect a bunch of different type of stuff, but I'm definitely love steelbooks, so I'm into that, both domestic and imports. On my channel, I do Blu-ray Tuesday. Usually, if there's something to buy, I'll do a video. I also do a Fave 5 where every Friday I recommend 5 movies. Could be complete different types of genres of movies, as my dog is agreeing. And then I started something new, which is Time to Talk, which hopefully episode 2 would be coming out next week. And it's just kind of discussion pieces when like ideas come to my head that's kind of relevant to the industry. I just like to have like a discussion. But glad to be here with you, Tim, talking the panel. Looking forward to this discussion.
Yes, this is going to be good. If anyone doesn't already have yourself a notepad or something, because you're probably going to see some awesome recommendations from everybody here. And last up, we're going to have Brian introduce himself.
Hey, what's going on? Brian Goes Blue here. I collect everything from DVD to 4K and even some VHS here and there. But on my channel, we mostly do we do like movie vlogs. We do like collection updates, that type of stuff. But my brain is full of movie knowledge, and I'll spew it all out to you guys throughout the stream tonight. So please follow me, Brian Goes Blue. I do most of my videos with my girlfriend, Coco. So Brian Goes Blue and Coco too.
I love how nice that flows together, though. Brian Goes Blue and Coco too. I always love that.
It kind of just stuck one day when we were talking.
It works so well.
Yeah. Thanks.
So we'll see who's in the chat right now, which 4K Media Guy was in well beforehand, listing out some stuff that he would like to see on Blu-ray, that just stuff that kind of forgotten about. Wicker Park, who talks about Wicker Park anymore? And that's a good one.
I just got that. I found that at Dollar Tree the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I got it for $1. Yeah, $1.25.
And we were talking before going live, but Jack Frost, the Keaton one not being on Blu-ray, that just, it shocks me. I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And we got White Chicks, which is an early date movie with my wife. It's something. Convicted Cinephile here. He was just on, was it last? Oh God, everything blurs together. It was last week's stream. Ahoy there, movie geeks. We got Susan here. Jerry's here. Thank you so much for the trade, Jerry. You are awesome. Horror in 4K. Matt is awesome. What's up, guys? Ben Buster is here. Pop Culture 33, excited for this. All right, more Pop Culture 33. Brian Miller, how are you? We got Tony here. Hi, guys. Holland Oates. Movie Hunter 2020. Evening, guys. Making a blockbuster night. What's going on, everyone? Just ready to give out some awesome recommendations. Like I said, I have my notepad ready because I feel like I'm going to be writing down stuff from everybody else. We got Brad here, Dominican Scott. Oh yeah, lots of Coco is in the chat. Pretty much just everyone saying hi to each other. I did not see the Batman yet. Who did? Anyone?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Hopefully next week.
I'm seeing it next week also.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, though. I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah.
310 subscriber to Ben Buster.
Nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
My name is Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? I've seen him in my chats before. I was only about 98 seconds late this time. No problem. Oh, we got Huck here. Hey guys, killer panel tonight. The wife and I just finished taxes. Taxes. That could be fun or not fun. So I'm taking her out to sell. Oh, if you're taking her out to celebrate, then it went well. Have a great night, fellas. Can't wait to check out the replay. Yeah, sometimes taxes. It's not sure if I should be excited or not. A great panel of much wiser men than I. Thanks again for the Black Widow Blu-ray. No problem. I sent it to him from that big lot of stuff I got from Facebook. What color under? Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
That should have been a super chat.
Yeah.
Oh
We
God.
would have answered it for a super chat.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good one.
Movies with Ryan in here, which so he's been a bad influence on me on Instagram by posting all his steel books, and I've bought a couple like immediately after, and now he sent me because he's picking up a couple of soundtracks. So bad influences on each other, I guess.
Yep.
Red Eye needs an upgrade ASAP. Very, very much so. Agreed.
That one's getting an import soon.
Yes, the 9th. That I want that badly. Can't wait for the black phone. That does look really good. Which that's a Joe Hill. Joe Hill is great. I think I saw the Red Eye is getting a new release. Yep. What is it, Australia, right?
Yeah, it's Australia. Yeah.
Johnny Walker in here. What's up, fellas? Batman is really good. Yeah, I believe it is. I'm so pumped for that. I really am. Also, Stick It needs an upgrade. Yeah, that was definitely one I looked at. Very much so. I enjoyed that. And thank you for the background. Is just it's the Hollywood sign. I thought it was cool. Thanks for the heads up, Brad. Great topic of discussion. Got my notepad, pen and paper ready. Why, gosh, I can't talk. The only movie that I want on Blu-ray that no one ever mentions is Almost Heroes. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
And we got Cinema Master here. What's up, guys? All right. So we will start this off with Bin Buster giving his first recommendation.
Okay. This movie comes back.
Full screen.
Okay, this movie comes out. It came out in 2000. It was one of my favorites because at that point in time, I was still a wrestling fan, like a diehard wrestling fan.
No.
And right now I'm just like, what do they call it? A casual wrestling fan. That movie is starring David Arquette. Yes, the former WCW champion himself in Ready to Rumble. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a snapper. It's a snapper case too. The reason I chose this, like I said, it's actually you think about it, you get guys like Diamond Dallas Page, Sting, Goldberg in here, which were some of the big names at that point in time with David Arquette and Scott Conn and Oliver Platt right there as well. In a great comedy. It was, like Convicted Cinephile says in the chat, it was one of his first DVDs. It was one of my first ones too, but somehow my collection got misplaced, and I recently found it at a not a Dollar Tree, at a dollar thrift shop. So,
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that one down because that is one I've seen and liked, and I guess it doesn't pop into my mind. So,
Yep.
No.
yeah, I always liked David Arquette.
Mm-hmm.
Eight-Legged Freaks was it finally came to Blu-ray, but that was one I was waiting for a really long time.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of that one, and I hate spiders, but there's something about spiders being enormous that doesn't make them scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I really like that choice though. Side Hustle. Want to move on to your first choice?
Sure. All right, my first choice is 2002 movie, and it's anyone who's ever played pool is definitely probably a big fan of this movie, and that is Pool Hall Junkies. It stars you got Mars Callahan. He actually wrote and directed the movie and starred in it. It's like, I mean, you think he's been around because he looks so familiar, but honestly, he hasn't done a whole lot of things other than this movie. But great cast in this one. Ricky Schroeder's in there, Michael Rosenbaum, Christopher Walken, Chaz Palminteri. Great soundtrack as well. And I mean, I think everyone tries to recreate those trick shots, and it's just a really fun kind of hustler movie. Yeah, I really liked it.
So I've never seen that one. Anyone else here seen that one?
No.
Nope.
I've heard
You
of
have
it.
me at Christopher Walken though.
Yeah.
You said Christopher Walken, and I am all in. What's the tone of the movie? Like, is it more on the side?
Have you seen Rounders?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, it's basically the same plot as Rounders. The lead guy there, he gets out of being a pool shark, and his little brother gets into it though, and he gets mixed up with Christopher Walken, and now he owes money, and so the brother has to kind of come back in, and he basically has to get back into doing the pool shark stuff. Ricky Schroeder plays like the ace guy for he's like the bad guy in the movie. I don't know. It's really cool. I mean, you walk away like all those guys, they just come off like so cool, and you just kind of want to, you want to be a pool shark too, when you watch that. It's a lot of fun.
I'm definitely gonna look out for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I am
A lot of comedic tones in there, but it's just it's just like I don't know. They're talented, but they always find a way to screw up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
I was kind of like me, but minus the talented part.
Yeah, minus the talented.
All right, Brian, you want to go with yours?
Yeah, sure. My first pick's actually a VHS. It's a movie I watched when I was a kid. They used to play this preview before the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 on the VHS. It was on there, and I always wanted to check it out when I was a kid. So I rented, and I love this movie. It's called Josh and Sam. This one never even had DVD. It's about these two brothers who their mother ends up falling in love with some guy and moving internationally with him, and so they have to move back with their dad, and they don't like their dad, so they kind of just leave town, and they steal a car, and they drive the car and try to head their way to Canada. There's a little subplot there about them wanting to go to Canada, but it's quite nuts, man. And the older brother kind of convinces the younger brother that he's like a robot, and so he makes like an acronym for his name, strategically altered mutant. And it's just a wild one. It has one of the dad like remarried, and I guess she had kids or whatever in the movie, and one of the kids is played by Jake Gyllenhaal, really young role. And it's also got Martha Plimpton in it from the Goonies. Yeah. And the dad's played by Steven Tobolowsky. He's like in like everything.
Yep. He was Ned Ryerson.
Yeah. Ned. But yeah, this is just a real like forgotten one that I think like Kino would put out, like something like this. So just a lost gem that I've always liked. Also has Chris Penn in it too.
That is really cool. I especially, you never know now with stuff being able to jump straight from VHS to Blu-ray, because I was waiting on 12 Angry Men, the TV movie, for the longest time, and that's just completely skipped to DVD. That went straight from VHS, and it just got Kino released it. So yeah, you never know. That sounds really cool. I've never seen that around.
Yeah, that one took me back, mate. I remember watching that.
But you remember watching that one?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn! I want to see that.
It doesn't go for much. It's like a $10 VHS on eBay, but it's a fun one.
Yeah.
I love that a VHS got pulled this early too. Alrighty, Jagoda, you want to go with yours?
Yeah. So I have a kind of common title. It's always, I feel like it's talked about, but it definitely needs a Blu-ray. 90s action. I think 99 to be exact. And that is True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I absolutely love this movie. I'm actually shocked that it's not on Blu-ray yet. But I do feel like this is one that we are going to get. I'm pretty sure most people have seen this one already. Him and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, this definitely needs an upgrade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If they can actually just skip Blu-ray and go straight to 4K if they really want.
Yes.
But at this point, I'll definitely take the Blu-ray.
That movie somehow balanced awesome action and great comedy so damn well. Like when Jamie Lee drops the machine gun down the steps. I love that scene so much. That is such a great movie. Hopefully Cameron, I don't know, puts a pause on Avatar to actually work on all his back catalog a little bit. My God. I mean, I'm going to see the new Avatar, but come on, man. You have other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go with mine now. And this is also a big actor, but one of my favorite comedic actors is John Candy, and most of his movies are already on Blu-ray. Summer Rental is not, and I have no idea why. Summer Rental is never really talked about with John Candy movies, but he is an overworked father who is at an airport, where air traffic controller, and overworked. They end up sending him on a vacation, so he takes his whole family to the beach, and it's one of those movies where nothing goes right for him whatsoever. And it's just a ton of fun. You get John Candy being John Candy, the lovable guy he was. And I love it. It ends up culminating in this big what would you call it? A race in sailboats. It's a fun flick. I don't for the life of me understand why this it is such a fun movie. I just, you would think John Candy automatically like, hey, let's put it on Blu-ray, and nope, if it doesn't,
Everyone show their copy.
Showing up for candy.
Going to Amazon right now. It's right there.
the cool thing is though, for anyone that wants to check it out and hasn't, it's a cheap DVD. I think it's only like $5 new or something like that. But it's a great movie. So we'll make a run through the chat, and then we'll move on to our next ones. Mac and Me needs a Blu-ray. That has one now. It's called Shout, right?
Yeah, Shout.
Yep. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead needs a Blu-ray. That may or may not pop up later. That's a fantastic flick.
I can guarantee you it was almost on my list. It was almost there.
That is looking for a great double feature, do that and Adventures in Babysitting back to back. Oh my God, they work perfectly together.
Yeah, I was gonna pick that one.
And the funny cut of Dumb and Dumber. I've never actually seen a different cut. I don't think I've only seen the one.
He's probably talking about the theatrical version.
I don't know whichever version I've seen, because every time I've seen the movie, it's been the same. So I don't know which cut I've seen. Ready to Rumble was my first DVD ever. Love those Australian companies. A lot of their releases are region free. I have almost no Australian movies in my collection either. I have that Umbrella Punisher release. I think that's like it. Wrestling's not fake. Gleaming the Cube. Yes, very much so. Which that one gets mentioned all the time, so you would think some boutique label would pick that one up.
Yeah,
there must be something holding the rights up. Things needs a 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know Things. Do you guys?
It's like a straight shot on video title. It's a piece of crap. It's not good.
Sounds like something for me to review on my channel.
Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Boomerang's good. Love Pool Hall Junkies. Great choice. Great choice. Just picked that up recently. Yes, I did actually see that in one of Ryan's videos, actually. I was thinking the cover looked familiar. That would be why. Ricky Schroeder movie that needs a Blu-ray. The Lost Battalion. I don't know that one. Josh and Sam, what a classic I forgot about. Ned Ryerson. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I must not have. I don't think I made a mod at all because I have a bunch of crap. I'll skip right over that stuff. We don't need any naked HD XYZ. Sex bots are here.
Where's Austin Powers when you need him?
True Lies has a Blu-ray release in Spain. Yeah, isn't it though? I don't know anything about it specifically, but isn't it one of those like it's kind of in the gray area where the rights aren't fully? It's a little bit different in Spain. Like I think it's just basically like the HD TV cut on the disc. I think.
Who's the production company on that one, Jakota?
Huh?
The production company.
I think it's Fox.
Oh, it's Fox?
20th Century Fox, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True Lies will get a 30th anniversary 4K in 2024. Unless Cameron gets off his ass, it probably won't. Josh and Sam DP. Don Burgess has a really impressive career. I want to see The Champ 1979 on Blu-ray. John Voight, Faye Dunaway, Ricky Schroeder. Ooh, John Voight. He's really good. Summer Rental was rented all the time growing up. Hell yeah. That's actually funny. 3 of us had that in stacks. 4K D-Ray in here. Summer Rental, nice. Great first round of choices. Yeah, I got everything written down besides mine and True Lies, which I already. True Lies is already mentally there for me. I'd be there Best Buy opens up right away to get True Lies.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I loved the 1989 movie Looking for Miracles. It's set in the 1930s at camp. I don't know that one. I'm going to write that down, actually, out of curiosity. All right. My Killer Podcast here. What's up? Just got home watching The Batman. How's everyone doing? What'd you think, Mel? Write down spoiler free. Did you like it? I imagine you did. What's up, Killer? I watched Adventures in Babysitting constantly as a kid, but somehow I've never seen. Oh, you gotta see it. Definitely gotta see it. Those two movies pair so well with each other. Can we get Dead Presidents on Blu-ray or Above the Rim? Yeah. What's up, Killer? My Killer Podcast. Watched a superhero movie. Don't tell mom. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna keep popping up. The Smelly Fish Company has a blue version of Don't Tell Mom. Do you guys own any other stuff or no?
No.
No. I mean, it's essentially just a burn disc, anyways.
Yeah.
I think Christina Applegate was in a movie called Streets. I think I only saw it once and I liked it. There's a crazy movie based on a crazy comic called Faust that needs a Blu-ray. It's on DVD. Needs that blue. Everything is Illuminated is a great movie that deserves an upgrade.
That's a good one.
There's a lot of stuff thrown out in the chat. I'm actually going to have to go back through and write stuff down from the chat.
Yeah.
Because especially when you go out like thrifting, you'll see hundreds of DVDs, and sometimes you're not sure what you're looking for. Just when I was going to buy Ghost in the Darkness, yes, I was legit. I like fist pumped when I saw Ghost in the Darkness was getting a Blu-ray. And that's a good flick. Beautiful Girls needs a U.S. Blu-ray release.
Yeah, I haven't imported that, but that's a good movie.
All right, everyone ready for round two?
Yep.
All right, Ben Buster, you're up.
Well, since Tim did John Candy, my next one is from someone else who was a comedy legend whose life was cut short on us, and that is, in my opinion, the trifecta of Chris Farley movies, Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah.
My cat's just wanting some attention right now, so that's what's going on as well too. I enjoy this movie with Chris Rock's in here. It's Kung Fu Panda before Kung Fu Panda. Let's put it that way. Best way to describe Chris Farley in this movie. He's a guy who goes on a quest to help this girl out who's in some really hot, sticky water, and he learns to become a ninja throughout it. He was raised by monks who trained him in the ways of ninja, and yeah, hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Nice jacket. Who shot the couch?
You guys ever think what we could have got though if Chris Farley and John Candy didn't pass so early? I mean, those two were comedic geniuses.
We would have at least got a Shrek movie with Chris Farley.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
Because there are storyboards for that is on the Shrek DVD. So
yeah, that's cool. They were both awesome though.
Yeah.
All right, Side Hustle, you're up.
All right. For my next movie, this one is from 1987, so I'm kind of going back for this one. And when I was in 7th grade, I had an elective class with short stories and novels, and one of the books that we had to read was The Butterfly Revolution. And then, like, one day I was watching HBO, saw this movie, Summer Camp Nightmare, and started watching it. And about halfway through, I like flipped out because I didn't realize that this was the movie, for the Butterfly Revolution, if you've ever read that book. It's basically about this group of kids that are going to summer camp, and the head counselor, he's pretty strict. And so they kind of concoct this story they basically accuse him of like molesting like one of the young campers, and they kind of used that to get everyone else to go on board to take over the camp. And they were going to like report it to the cops, but then they push it off. Let's just have fun for a little bit. And then, things just get crazy and out of hand and, get kind of, just real crazy. But the Summer Camp Nightmare, it's not like a horror movie so much as like maybe an action or thriller, but pretty good movie. And this version here, I bought it it's like a bootleg copy from a, convention. So I don't even know. I think you can get this on DVD, but this one's just like a bootleg.
So it does have a legit release though?
Yeah, I think it does have a legit DVD.
Right.
But I think it's pretty hard to find.
It sounds really interesting though.
Sounds cool.
Did anyone ever read that book in school, Butterfly Revolution?
No.
No.
No, in school we read some of the the more basic choices that everyone pretty much read, like Of Mice and Men and Great Gatsby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's something like that though is why I asked you and Brian specifically. Like I figured you guys were gonna possibly have some cool more niche horror stuff too, which I like seeing that type of stuff come up. So that's awesome. All right. Next up, Brian.
Well, I might disappoint you because I don't think I pulled any horror this time. So
it's okay. No, I just figured there was. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, a lot of my DVDs are old family movies and '90s movies a lot. But this one is House Arrest.
Ooh.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Kevin Pollak. There's a lot of people in here. There's Jennifer Love Hewitt's in here. Christopher McDonald, Wallace Shawn. It's just a movie about these two kids who get told by their parents that they're getting a divorce. So they lock their parents in the basement, and then they tell their buddies at school, and then they want to lock their parents in the same basement. So they bring their parents over, and they basically kidnap 3 groups of parents in this basement, and it's just fun. It's something you'd want to do with your parents. I mean, if you're a family of divorce or whatever, like I was, it really hit home. So it's something I wish I could have done to my parents, and gotten them back together. But
Yeah, that's a super fun choice. I haven't thought about that movie in probably 15 years, so
yeah,
I definitely need the DVD on that one right now. Holy
yeah.
cow.
There is the one I have is only a full frame. It's a 4:3 aspect ratio, but there is a 16:9 one out there.
Yeah, I watched the heck out of that movie when I was younger. That was a fun one. Damn. Thank you, because that was completely not even in my mind. I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah.
I'm getting exactly what I wanted, though. Recommendations on stuff, because, oh, man. After a while, some of this stuff just kind of leaves your mind, or at least it does me. I'm basically a goldfish. I make my way around the bowl, and it's gone out of my mind. But, all right, Jagoda. What about yours?
All right. Yeah, so I got another common title, but this is something me personally that I would love, and I think someone already mentioned it. I didn't know if I should just switch it out, but I'm gonna pick it anyway. But it's Tupac's movie in Above the Rim, which I think is probably one of his best movies, and I believe most of his movies is on Blu-ray. A couple of isn't, but Marlon Wayans, Tupac, Dwayne Martin, really good movie. I think this is 2003, I believe. Yeah, so we need Above the Rim for sure on Blu-ray. I know we just got Juice and everything, so hopefully it's in the works.
Huh.
Yeah, that feels like it should come, but yeah. That's a good one.
Yep.
May as well just keep going with the Tupac movies. Give us all of it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so we'll go with my next one, and this is pretty easy to find if you've never seen it DVD wise, but it's a thriller movie with Ray Liotta called Turbulence. This is a pretty fun one. It is what is it? It's 101 minutes. It feels like it's even shorter because it flies by. The whole movie takes place. It's just transporting Ray Liotta from one place to another. Was it a serial killer or he's something pretty bad, but he works his way into taking over the plane, and it's a killer ride. This is a really fun movie. Ray Liotta is really good at playing the bad guy. He is amazing at this. And you have Lauren Holly, which she's been in a bunch of stuff, but if you watched NCIS, she was I can't remember her name in NCIS, but she was one of the main bosses in a pretty decent amount of the show. Very, very fun movie. This DVD can be found for pennies on the dollar. This is a very easy and cheap one to find, and I highly recommend this one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe that didn't have a Blu-ray because it feels like it would be a good shoe-in. And what is it? It's it's an HBO Films one. That's why most of the HBO Films stuff doesn't have Blu-ray.
Yeah, that was House Arrest 2, HBO Films.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of their stuff doesn't have Blu-ray. All right, so we'll pick up where we left off with the comments, which Milk Money, was that a bad film? Either Ed Harris film. That actually came up in the pre-stream. That's a very, very fun movie that I don't feel would get made these days. Hey, what's up, guys? It was something, all right. Hey, media guy. My top 3 films that I want a North American Blu-ray release are Green Street Hooligans, Bringing Out the Dead, and Dumb and Dumber Theatrical. Bringing Out the Dead, I do not for the life of me understand. That was in my personal almost pile because it's Scorsese. I mean, what the heck? Mel and Ryan, Surf Ninjas needs a Blu-ray release. 3 hours go by quick or what? Yeah, I was actually worried about that 3-hour cut for Batman, but apparently everyone's loving it. So hopefully my bladder holds in. Bad Taste needs an update badly. My list is 3 Ninjas, Surf Ninjas, Emperor's Club, Brave Little Toaster. Oh my God, that would be awesome. Airborne, yes. If Looks Could Kill, and Purple People Eater. God, I would love Brave Little Toaster and Airborne.
Yeah, I had that on my my secret pile just in case.
Anyone ever seen the underrated animated film Titan AE? Yes. Science fiction animated movie released by 20th Century Fox. Yeah, that's a good one. I felt like 3 hours was good. I didn't feel like I was ready for it to be over by any means. Definitely didn't need to be any longer, though. Okay, as long as the time flies. Like I said, I probably can't buy a big drink going in, though. Above the Rim, Dead Presidents, The Program. Yeah, Above the Rim is definitely agreed with. I was going to joke suggest House Arrest. Turns out I was right. Legitimately, I didn't even think about that movie, though, in so long. Which I'm not the... Oh, Carpool. Yes.
Yeah.
Carpool is a ton of fun. I think it's on Warner Archive DVD, right?
Yeah, and that one was supposed to have a Blu-ray release by now. I remember they announced Carpool, and then they just pulled the title. Like, it was a few years back.
It's such a fun movie. Spider-Man the Animated Series needs a Blu-ray. You would think that with all the Batman ones on, you'd think they would do Spider-Man, but House Arrest in the Snapper case for sure in the collection and needs a Blu-ray. And I love the Snapper cases.
Yeah.
Carpool for the win. That's sing along while driving through the mall. Epic. It flies by. Nice pun. Thanks. What's up, fellas? With Ken here. NCIS director. Yeah, Jenny Shepard. Yep, that's it. I knew she was in NCIS and I knew her character, but I couldn't think of her name. Kenny Apex Levels. Oh my God. Apex will never die. Dangerous Minds. That's a great one. Yes, Bringing Out the Dead. One I forgot to mention. Come on. That would actually be a perfect fit for Criterion. Good choice, Jerry. We need The Hitcher. I don't think I've ever actually seen the Rutger Hauer Hitcher before. I've only seen the remake, I think. I saw the TV show, though, at least an episode of it. I was just looking for Brave Little Toaster and found a sealed copy of Half Price Books. I was so excited. My mom's dog literally ate my VHS tape. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I feel like our dogs aren't chewers, but my one dog would take a piss on it. That's for sure. I'm trying to see Batman next week, but if I don't make it week 1, I'll probably wait for HBO Max. I can't wait that long. Apparently, anything star Tom Arnold isn't allowed on Blu-ray. And that's actually 2 Tom Arnold things talked about already.
Shriek, you could put Shriek on that list too.
You could put the Stupids on the Stupids.
Yeah, the Stupids. That's what I was thinking.
Stupid Shriek, McHale's Navy.
Well, another one
Stuff
that
like
we finally got it last year on Blu-ray in a double pack, but Big Bully. Did you guys see Big Bully?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
That movie got dark, though.
Oh, it got really dark. But
yeah, it's like a kid's movie, and then it gets psycho.
That's Tom Arnold for you, though.
Just think, instead of seeing the Batman, you could watch Apex twice. Oh, dear God, no. Oh, my God.
You mean that's not part of the same universe, Ken?
Oh, my Lord. All right, Ben Buster, you're up for choice number 3.
Choice number 3, someone mentioned it in the chat, and all I've got to say is you need to light up them eyes, and Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Yeah, that's right. 3 Ninjas. I'm shocked that this movie hasn't had a Blu-ray release yet. I'm shocked that a lot of the sequels don't even have a DVD release here in the States. So, considering you have Hulk Hogan and Jim Varney in the 4th movie of this, so. But I mean, I grew up on this movie. This is one of the ones I loved watching. I rented this a lot from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
On VHS. And I especially love that orange right there. It looked a lot better on a VHS tape because it was like the only bright orange cassette tape I owned so it was like just stood out on the shelf. Yeah. I mean, it even says it crosses Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Home Alone, and that's perfectly describes this movie.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a good one.
Yeah, that is a really good one.
I saw that one in theaters.
Yeah.
Nice.
You brought up when you said Hulk Hogan too. A lot of Hulk Hogan stuff did not make it to Blu-ray, I don't think, right? Like, very much.
I think Santa with Muscles might be the only one.
Yeah.
And No Holds Bar made it.
Yeah.
We need Mr. Nanny and Suburban Commando.
Suburban Commando would be awesome.
I want his cartoon. I want Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a deep dive.
All
Hey,
right.
WWE, just put together some Blu-rays.
Yeah, Three Ninjas is an awesome choice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Side Hustle, your turn.
All right. Now for this next one, I actually have a VHS copy. It's one of those ones where you buy it and, they're supposed to dub it for you and send it to you. But all it literally says on it is the title of this movie. So instead, I printed out a poster so I'd have something better to show. And that is Savage Harvest. This is, I think this was 1980 or 81. It's got Tom Skerritt in it. And it's basically about this family. It's an American family that lives in South Africa. And this pride of lions just, it's been like stalking the house for a while. And then all of a sudden they just move in and are trying to get to them. They kill a couple of like the workers and they keep the family, pinned in the house and they're trying to get in there. It's kind of like Night of the Living Dead or The Birds or something like that, but with lions. It's really cool. I mean,
totally
this poster.
You sold me already.
Yeah.
With lions.
Yeah, I mean, and it says in the movie that it's supposed, like at the beginning of the movie, it's supposed to be based on true events, you know. So, but I don't know how many true events there could be. Like, there's literally a line that jumps down the chimney, like Santa Claus. But yeah, I mean, just look at that poster. That's the cover art for it. I mean, that's great.
That sounds awesome.
That does.
I wonder, is something like that even on streaming to quickly check out? Because you legitimately are like,
I've looked.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, you know, like those alternative streams where they would show like those ripped movies.
Yeah.
I did find it on there one time, but it was such a horrible, you know, it looked like garbage. It looked like someone videotaped it through a fish tank or something. I mean, it was just so blurry. It was horrible.
The way you described it, though, like I want to watch that like ASAP. All right,
it was a good one.
All right, Brian, you got to follow up Night of the Living Dead with Lions.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do that, man. But this next one's actually a John Waters film that needs a Blu-ray. This is one that's right up there with Serial Mom for me, and how entertaining and comedic it is, and that's Pecker with Edward Furlong and Christina Ricci. This one also has Brendan Sexton III, who's in Empire Records as the Warren character. I always liked him, and Martha Plimpton's in this one as well. But it's basically about Edward Furlong's character. He's a cameraman, like he likes to take a lot of pictures of everything, like of just obscure stuff, and then he like sends some of his photos to like an art gallery, and then becomes more known from that. And then everybody in his Maryland, I think this takes place in Maryland. I think all of his movies take place in the same. I think it's Maryland, but in the same state, anyways. But everybody that lives there thinks that they're like he's like exploiting them and stuff like that, and then, you know. But it's really funny. It's just a good movie. You ever heard of it?
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
No.
How's Edward Furlong in it? Because
He's good.
He is good. That's
he's good. He's like he's a little toned down. He's not like as crazy as he is in like Detroit Rock City or anything like that. But I would say he's like somewhere in the lines between Detroit Rock City and Terminator 2, like character in this.
Does he look almost like Ezra Miller on that cover?
Yeah, he does. Yep. But it's a solid pick.
Snappers pulled too. That's like the fourth snapper pulled already.
Yeah.
There might be more.
And his name's Pecker in the movie. That's why the movie's called that. So,
how is that one common to run across? I don't think I've ever seen that before, like even in a store.
I used to rent it a lot, like back on the VHS days, but I don't know. I don't really see it anymore.
Yeah, I'll have to be on the hunt for that one then. All right, Jagoda, your turn.
All right, I got another probably common title, but this is very shocking why this one does not have a Blu-ray release. Probably most of us seen it, but A Bronx Tale. You know, kid grows up in the Bronx, Italian community, and he's got like good 2-parent household, but he's surrounded by the area that's mostly like kind of the mafia, mobster stuff going on. So he kind of gets pulled in different directions, but I think this, in my book, like this is an absolute classic. This is like a movie. You know, I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but for me personally, Bronx Tale is just an amazing movie. It does have a international Blu-ray, but I don't think we have a domestic one as of yet. But I did also pick up the international just to have.
Oh man, I haven't
it.
seen that movie in a long time. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why something like that.
You can't go wrong with a name Kaloji though. Like, I mean, that's just like one of the best characters' names ever. You know.
Oh man, so many great recommendations. All right, so my next one feels like a generic choice, but run with it. Okay, so Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, probably you'd consider them two of the bigger actors in Hollywood right now. Somehow the movie The Perfect Score has never come to Blu-ray, which shocks me. This is the story of a bunch of kids who try to steal the SAT answers so that they could get good scores on it. It's a heist movie with kids. It's a lot of fun. I don't know why they haven't well, I mean, it's Paramount, so maybe it'll come on the way soon now since they've been releasing so much. But I mean, capitalize on the fact that it's got Early Evans and Scarlett Johansson. It's a fun flick.
Yeah.
I was shocked as I was pulling stuff out. I pulled that one out, and I'm like, "Yeah, this probably has a Blu-ray, and I just missed it." But no, it's got nothing. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a fun movie. Such a fun movie.
I'm a sucker for heist movies in general. I love heist movies.
Yep.
All right, so make it run through the comments some more. I'm my own grandpa.
Stupid.
The Batman is definitely worth the theater experience. That's good. Definitely good to hear. Angus, yes, that's a great soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Since you brought it up, Three Ninjas, can we get Surf Ninjas too? I got Three Ninjas banner from the theater as a kid, had hanging in my room. I don't know what happened to it when I went to college. Oh, that sucks. I didn't go off to college, so none of my stuff like that got tossed anywhere.
I used to have a lot of posters from Blockbuster. My dad used to work there, so I got like the little posters that would hang up in the little marquee on the stores, and throughout the years, just hanging them and taking them up and down, just started tearing them all around. Tore them up.
The only poster I had on my wall growing up was a half-naked Carmen Electra poster. That was my only poster on my wall.
That's a good one.
No Holds Barred and Suburban Commando are high art. I loved Hulk Hogan. He was great. Didn't someone actually die filming Savage Harvest?
I don't know. I was trying to look that up. I saw that comment, and I was trying to look it up on my phone. I couldn't see. Probably.
Man, that death scene looks really realistic.
Well, we lost an extra. That's why they're called extra.
That little kid Undertaker voice is everything. I wouldn't mind seeing the Robin Williams movie Toys on Blu-ray. Yes, Toys is a good movie. Robin Williams didn't have any misses. Even his bad movies it's Robin Williams.
With how colorful it is, I wouldn't mind just the jump straight to 4K for Toys.
Yeah. I love that movie. Nice pick, Brian. I can't believe Brian just pulled out his Pecker line.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I'd love to see the Harrison Ford movie 6 Days, 7 Nights. That's not on Blu-ray? Holy shit.
Nope.
That's the one with Anne Heche, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Never mind, it was 1981's Roar. Similar plot and several cast and crew were injured during the filming. Okay. That means I could enjoy the deaths in Savage Night a little bit more. Oh, my God. Savage Hunt, right? Is that what Hunter, yeah.
Savage Harvest.
Yeah, Savage Harvest. My writing is shit. Oh, my God. I'm like quickly scratching it down. Oh, my God. Citizen X needs a Blu-ray. The Perfect Score is an awesome film. Yeah, I don't understand why I didn't make the jump yet. Umbrella Entertainment have better Blu-ray for a Bronx Tale. Stay away from the UK release. Yeah, I keep hearing how amazing Umbrella Entertainment stuff is, and I have literally just one. I never saw The Perfect Score. I wouldn't mind watching it. If you enjoy heist flicks, definitely. It's a light and fluffy, fun teenage one. We need the movie Dick with Kristen Dunst and Michelle Williams about how Joe's apartment. Joe's apartment. I just picked up the DVD for that like a few months ago.
I have the movie Dick with Kristen Dunst on Blu-ray.
Oh, that does have one?
It has one, yeah.
Gotta eat dinner. I will check later and catch the replay. Thanks for being here. It's a fun topic. I'm enjoying. It's nice to talk about stuff that isn't talked about as much. So, alrighty, we will move on to the next choice.
Well,
all you, Buster.
Well, this one it actually marks the debut as a lead actress for one of the most classy and well-respected women in Hollywood, where she plays a animal psychologist, but her friend, played by Tate Donovan, is a lonely biochemist in Love Potion number 9. Yes, Sandra Bullock. I had to pull something, Sandra. For those of you that know, I'm a huge Sandra Bullock fan. Love Potion number 9. This movie is about two nerds or chemists who get this Love Potion number 8, it's called, from a gypsy. They test it out on chimps, and they're like, "Oh, it seems to work. Let's test it out on humans. Who better than the two of us?" And Tate Donovan ends up becoming a ladies' man, and Sandra ends up falling for him. So she's right there, right next to him. So it's a fun little rom-com. It's one I watch occasionally, and it's like Revenge of the Nerds meets actual chemists actually doing their thing. So it's a fun one.
It amazes me the stuff that doesn't make the jump, because you'd think Sandra Bullock would be enough of a name.
A lot of her catalog, believe it or not, before like Practical Magic, is not on Blu-ray. A lot of it. Well, like the only one I can think of before that would be Fire in the Amazon. I mean, you're talking early 90s. I mean, Speed's on 4K, so that's early 90s as well. But I mean, a lot of that stuff before Speed is not on there.
Yeah, like While You Were Sleeping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you complete on her filmography or no?
Just about. I'm missing one, and it's actually a documentary where she plays the voice of Golda Meir. It's like about the Israeli prime ministers. The only reason I'm not pulling the trigger on that is that DVD costs $35 from a museum. So yeah. So yeah. Or the Blu-ray is $45, if that makes anyone feel better. So
that is really cool though that you're even that close, because I'm working on complete filmography for a couple of people, and it's just there's a lot to it. Like, I'm trying to work on it for Bruce Campbell. There's enough.
Oh, well, I'm glad a lot of her stuff is cheap, because a lot of her older stuff has only seen the likes of like VHS or DVD. And so it's like people are like, "Oh, Sandra Bullock, it's early Sandra, so here you go, like $3. I got most of her collection for under like $3 a title. So,
oh, jeez. All right, Side Hustle, your turn.
All right, for my next one, I'm going back to the 80s again. And, I always kind of had like a big crush on Christy McNichols. And I went with Little Darlings. And this is it's a summer camp movie where Chris McNichols and Tatum O'Neal, they're supposed to be 15 in the movie, and they get into a bet where they want to see who can lose their virginity faster, over the summer. And Christy McNichols, she picks Matt Dillon to go after, and Tatum O'Neal picks like one of the camp counselors who's like, probably in his late 30s, early 40s. So it's kind of probably one of those movies that they'd have to change some things if they were going to make it today. But it's kind of a fun, camp movie. They do the food fights and they steal a bus and, they break into a gas station, try to get condoms, from the bathroom stall. And it was shot at the same camp that Friday the 13th Part 6 was shot at. So
interesting.
Pretty good movie.
I only saw that. I never saw the movie before, but I think I saw Cinema Sickness pick that up before, like the laser disc of it. So because that cover looks a little familiar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that's a good movie though.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Mhm.
All right, Brian, you ready?
Yeah, sure. This next one is from 1997, and it's like, I think it was like a straight to DVD movie. I remember seeing it on cable a lot, but it stars Will Friedle from Boy Meets World, and it's a Trojan War. This one's got Jennifer Love Hewitt and Marley Shelton in it too, and it's about they're best friends, but he likes Marley Shelton's character here, the girl from The Sandlot, the lifeguard. But anyways, he's out to score with her or whatever, and she ends up saying yes to going all the way. So the whole movie he's trying to get a condom that he can't find apparently, and it's just going through all these different crazy antics and stuff like that to basically just score with this girl, and he just can't for the life of him get a rubber. Basically, that's why it's called Trojan War. So it's ridiculous. It's got young Danny Masterson in it from that '70s show in it.
Oh, wow.
The music is by George S. Clinton, of all people. It's just a wild one.
Before you lifted it up, when you said Will Friedle, I thought you were going with My Date with the President's Daughter.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Will Friedle was my favorite character on Boy Meets World, though, or my favorite actor on that show, because I don't know, he has
He
a
made
good
that show.
Yeah, and I loved his Batman Beyond is my favorite Batman, so like he was an awesome Terry McGinnis. So yeah, I have never seen Trojan War, but the description sounds great.
It's funny.
All right, Jagoda, your turn.
All right, so I just made a quick trade because the next movie I was gonna pick, people already mentioned it was Dead President, so I made another trade and decided to pick this movie, which probably is the movie that I credit to really get me to start collecting physical media. A 1985 movie, Bridget Nielsen and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Red Sonja. Pretty sure people constantly hear me talk about this, but I remember watching this so many times as a kid. Even though it came out when I was only 1 year old, but as I got older, I started watching this. Absolutely love this movie. They do have a Blu-ray release import, but we don't have one domestically. So for me, this is day one. And if they want to do a steelbook, the artwork that they can use for this movie would be insane. Sword sorcery kind of movie. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but
Oh yeah.
it was definitely a well-known title in the 80s. But it kind of has lost steam, I think, since then.
That one actually kind of shocks me. For some reason, I thought that was on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
In searching.
That one I always used to get that mixed up with Conan the Barbarian with those two movies. It was like he looked similar in that movie.
Yeah.
But I always loved that movie too. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's crazy how the mind gets screw with you, because like I said, I thought that was on Blu-ray. So yeah, that's a cool one though.
I remember, when I saw that in stores, I was like, oh man, it made me start thinking of every movie I watched as a kid, and that's how this madness started.
Yeah, I know in several of your videos you've talked about mentioning specifically Red Sonja, going FYE, and it's pretty cool. You always have like a special connection to those like early titles. So Red Sonja made you who you are. It's your origin story.
Exactly.
All right. So mine now, going with the drama title. I'm pretty sure this was nominated for Best Picture. Damn good movie with Charlize Theron, North Country. This is a really good movie about women working in a mining place and dealing with sexual harassment from the men, and her standing up to the sexual harassment and not just, that's the way things are. Fantastic performances. You got Frances McDormand she's always great. She's phenomenal in this. You got Sissy Spacek, Woody Harrelson, Sean Bean. It is a tremendous cast in a really great movie. I don't know why the heck this never came to Blu-ray, to be honest. I feel like it would be I think it would be a good seller. It feels like this would be a good one for, like, I don't know, Kino or something. So, anyone see this?
No.
It's definitely worth checking out. I actually watched it on streaming first, and then I was like, I got to buy the Blu-ray, and there was no Blu-ray to buy, so I went and bought the DVD. I don't understand. I think it was maybe 2004 or something like that. I noticed when I was doing my search, a lot of like 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like, because Blu-ray was just coming on the market in 2006, it's like a good chunk of stuff didn't come to Blu-ray during that time. It's like either, hey, we just released this on DVD, we're not going to touch it, or this isn't good enough for Blu-ray. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff in that time period that just never made it. All right, so run through the comments, then we'll give our fifth pick, and then if everyone wants, we'll throw off some honorable mentions because it's going pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that Love Potion #9 poster at Mr. Movies when I was a kid, and my sister was so excited for it to come out. Yeah, I've never seen that one, but Sandra Bullock, though, I do like her. Probably not as much as Bin Buster, but I do like her.
Some of them, a lot of them are misses, but when you're going for a complete filmography,
when it's an actor or an actress you like, though, it doesn't matter. Bruce Campbell has a ton of misses, but he is always fun, and that's all I really care about.
Exactly.
Ryan mentioning Sugar and Spice, I love that one. That's a fun one.
Yep, that's got a snapper.
Yeah. Lean on Me, yes, Lean on Me is great. Which I'll throw out the other thing I want to talk about if we do the honorable mentions, because there's another one similar vein of Lean on Me that really needs a Blu-ray. There's a bunch of 90s Disney TV movies that need there's My Date with the President's Daughter. Yeah, there's
Brink.
Yeah, oh my God, Brink and Airborne are a great double feature together.
Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world needs Johnny Tsunami in high definition.
There we go.
And can't forget the second one. What, Back on Board, I think it's called. I loved Little Darlings. Trojan War for the Win. Yeah, I might even turn to eBay after this, because Will Friedle is great, and that description sounded awesome.
It's the Warner Archive DVD, so.
Ooh, okay. I remember the ads for Trojan War as a kid. Will Friedle was my favorite Boy Meets World. He married a moose. Speaking of,
I remember that.
PCU needs a Blu-ray.
That's a good one.
Red Sonja cartoon is on US Blue. I bet Red Sonja will get a 4K maybe before Terminator does. That would be a good 4K title, though. North Country was nominated for actress and supporting. I figured he would know. I knew it was nominated. I just wasn't sure if it was Best Picture or not. But supporting actress Frances McDormand was amazing. Does Sean Bean die in that one? No, it's actually one where Sean Bean lives. I know that's rare. Speaking of Sandra Bullock, need The Thing Called Love. Gotti HBO movie needs a Blu-ray. And do you like Norma Ray? It's on Blu-ray. I think Sally Field is a great actress. I've not seen that, which I actually will write down, though. So we're on to our last one, and then, like I said, we'll throw out honorable mentions because we all have stacks of other stuff. So, your turn, Bin Buster.
This is a movie, probably the shortest one out of all of our picks here. It comes in a whopping 22 minutes. It's an animated movie based off of a comic book created by the creator of Hellboy. I grew into liking Hellboy because of his artwork. It's the amazing Screw-On Head. It's a story of President Lincoln during the Civil War, who sends the secret spy of the Screw-On Head to stop the nefarious Emperor Zombie and his vampire queen Patience as they try and take over the world with the occult powers of a melon-sized jewel. And he's teamed up with his dog, his faithful companion, Mr. Dog, and his sidekick is Mr. Groin. Yes, it's crazy, it's zany. It stars Paul Giamatti, David Hyde Pierce, Molly Shannon, Mindy Sterling, and Patton Oswalt. So, exceptional cast there. It's animated, and like I said, it's by Mike Mignola, who did Hellboy, who created Hellboy. So it's a comic book movie that really has never seen the light of. Basically, there's only so many copies of this made, and it's one of those things that no one ever heard of. I mean, last time I saw it on eBay, it was like maybe $15-20. So it's a good one. It's fun.
It's really weird how sometimes really, really rare stuff isn't expensive because if no one really knows about it, it just no one cares to bid. So that sounds interesting. And like we talked about before the stream, Mike Mignola, I like Hellboy, so that's cool. Side Hustle, your turn for your final regular choice.
All right. And for this one, this one is Michael J. Fox's, film debut, and this is Midnight Madness. That's I think it was a Disney movie. Yeah, I think so. And it's this scavenger hunt that this guy puts on. He gets all these different teams, that they get together. And you got David Lawton from, Werewolf in London, and his Michael J. Fox plays his little brother. And I don't know, it's just a real fun movie. And, Michael J. Fox, he's not really the star of it, but he's in it a good bit. Can't go wrong with his movies, though.
Yeah.
Thought that was a fun one.
I actually
just picked that one up this year.
I feel like Aquino has been going crazy on Michael J. Fox movies, so maybe something like that will end up coming because they're releasing Michael J. Fox movies like crazy.
Maybe it'll be a Disney Movie Club exclusive.
Yeah, maybe.
I got to massively catch up on the Disney Movie Club ones. I'm way behind on them.
Yeah. Catch up.
Yeah, especially they run great sales. I don't know. Just never put in the order because I feel like I don't want to place a bunch of orders. I just kind of want to order everything, but I'm talking like a couple $100s for one order.
Same.
All right, Brian, your turn.
All right. Well, this next one is written by the Farrelly brothers, who did something about Mary and Dumb and Dumber and everything else. But this one never gets talked about much, and it's Outside Providence. Now, this isn't the original cover. I have the VHS somewhere has a way better cover than this, but it's got Alec Baldwin. This guy here is Sean Hattasey, who's also in The Faculty. But Amy Smart's in here as well. But it's basically, it takes place in like the late 70s, I believe. And the main character, Sean Hattasey's character, Tim, his name's Tim. So, but him and his buddies are out like smoking a lot of weed or whatever. And they, while they're stoned, they hit a parked cop car. And then they get arrested for it. And so Alec Baldwin gets pissed, and he like sends his son away to like a prep school. And there he meets Amy Smart's character and like falls in love with her. And it's just a real good movie that like it's like a drama, but it's got a lot of comedy in it. John Abrahams is in here too as a side character. He's like really funny. He plays this character named Drugs. He's in Scary Movie 1. I know you've seen that. like Anna Faris's boyfriend in that movie. But he's a lot of fun in this one, and it's got also has George Wendt in here. Richard Jenkins is in here, and it's a lot of the Farrelly brothers, like regulars, are in here as well. But I just never hear anybody talk about this movie, and it's like really lost and underrated.
I never heard of it. So
it's got a great soundtrack too.
I always like Amy Smart. I don't know, she's just adorable, and I like her in a lot of stuff. Like I was always a fan of Rat Race, that silly movie.
Yeah, this was filmed right around the same time as Rat Race and Road Trip. So
okay, yeah, I was so pumped when Rat Race finally got a Blu-ray. I was like, yes, finally, it's an ace, it's an ace. Yeah. I'm winning. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out, though.
Yeah, it's a solid pick.
I'm gonna be placing such a large Amazon/eBay order, I'm guessing. Oh man. All right, Jagoda, your turn. Please don't make me spend more money.
No. So this one, at least to round off our fifth one, I decided to go with my favorite movie of all time. Has not gotten a Blu-ray release yet, but it's my favorite. Absolutely love it. It was written and directed by Eddie Murphy, and that is Harlem Nights. 3 generations of A-list comedians. The cast in this movie is absolutely insane. And essentially what it is Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy kind of run this spot called Ray's or Sugar Ray's. They have gambling spots and clubs and things like that, and they're in direct competition with a mobster called Bugsy Calhoun, which I know they have a movie called Bugsy. I'm not sure if that's about the same individual, but Bugsy Calhoun is the mobster. He has a crooked police on payroll, and they essentially try to shut down, Richard Pryor and him. And so you kind of have this clash. I think it's set in like the early 1900s, but there's a lot of good comedy. I love that era. So just everything about it was represented really nicely. Really funny movie. It's actually a hilarious movie. And like I said, the cast is it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So definitely. This is on my top. If they come out with a Blu-ray, this is my first. I'm going for it.
Oh, I do have that one, and it is excellent. So I don't have to buy it, but it does need a Blu-ray. Yeah. I never understand why some of this stuff is just forgotten. But I've seen you mention that a couple of times, and then I went to check my DVD collection. I'm like, I do own this, and I do remember this.
And Eddie has a good amount of his catalog, I think, already on Blu-ray. So maybe we'll see it in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Okay, so for my final one, final regular choice, it's a horror movie from 2006 that it could be generic in the sense that it's a PG-13 one, but I enjoyed it a lot. Stay Alive. Around 2006, I was a huge gamer around this time, and the concept is it's a video game, like it's an underground video game that when you die in the game, you die like that in real life. I thought it was really cool. It was a cool concept. I dug the way it was shot. It looked cool. It's just it had bad CGI for the kills and stuff, but it's a fun time. I don't know. I always liked it. I always would hoped it would come to Blu-ray, but apparently when I talked about this at some point, someone said this falls under Disney owning it, and I doubt we get that on Blu-ray, but very fun one. No one talks about Stay Alive like ever.
You got Frankie Muniz in there.
Yeah. Like I
got that one too.
I feel like if this came to Scream Factory, people would be like, "Oh my God, I'm Stay Alive, I'm getting that." But because it's still only DVD, it's really kind of forgotten. Because I feel like for the longest time, House of Wax was kind of just like another slasher type movie, but it got a Scream Factory release, and then people loved House of Wax. So I don't know. Maybe if this gets a nice release. It's weird the effects that having a nice Blu-ray will do, though. It can make a movie that people think is on DVD, and then it's awesome when it comes to Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's true. just because of that Scream Factory logo on there. It makes all the difference.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would say in an imaginary world where that got a Scream Factory, people would be like, "Oh my god, I remember loving Scream or Stay Alive, and it's one of the best horror movies." And yeah, no one talks about that movie. But we'll make a run through the comments again, and then we'll throw out honorable mention stuff because we all have a ton of titles that it was hard to narrow it down to 5. I'll say.
Oh yeah.
Prayer for the Roller Boys would be dope on Blu-ray. I don't know that one.
It's Corey Haim.
Ah, okay. Nostalgic Critic did an episode about Midnight Madness. It looked awesome. Yes, the code worked. Thank you very much. Kal-El's here. I want the 1985 Michael J. Fox movie Poison Ivy on Blu-ray. I think we'll end up seeing like most of his stuff. I feel like Kino is going to try to nab up everything they can. We can all go over to Tony's house and watch those Disney Movie Club movies anytime. They do look really good on a shelf, though, all in a row.
Oh, yeah, all the yellow behind me is Disney Movie Club.
Weren't some people were switching out? You know those Color World cases from
Oh yeah,
people were switching them out.
If I could find that many of those, I probably would do that. But I could only find like 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah. Outside Providence is great. Wow, what's up? Come on over. Oh, don't give the invite. We might actually take it seriously. Just added Outside Providence to my watch list or wish list. Yeah, my wish list is going to be quite large. My wife is not going to be happy when I go shopping after this.
Like those damn live streams.
I already spend a lot of money on this stuff just throughout the course of the week. I'll be on like Mercari, like buy. Amy Smart, Road Trip and Rat Race for the win. Yes, I really liked her. Thanks, Tim. Now need to go buy the Rat Race Blu-ray. Yeah, it's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I just rewatched it too, only like late last year. It still holds up. It's still a fun movie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know to think Basement Blues if all 60 or 70 of us showed up at your door. Outside Providence is $38.05 on Amazon. Checking eBay.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I run across something like that, I'll add it to my like out hunting wish list basically. So when I'm I'll try to find it for like $1 or $2. Because Strangeland came up with Movies with Ryan. He showed that for the cover art and D. Snyder Strangeland. I want that, but I'm not paying like $10 for it. I want to find it for a couple bucks. Out Cold 2001 is a funny movie that needs a Blu-ray. I enjoyed Out Cold. Did the Golden Child? Yes, Golden Child is Paramount Presents now.
Yep.
It's relatively new though. It's only mid last year or maybe beginning of last year.
Beginning of
Great pick: Pryor, Murphy, Fox, Jasmine Guy. Yeah, crazy cast. Stay Alive, seen it 2 or 3 years ago. All right, movie. I would go with all right, but I was a huge gamer at that time, like huge gamer. The idea of a video game horror movie, was cool. Deadly Friend, all of a sudden so beloved because it's on Blue. It's a weird effect. I don't know. Like I see something get announced. Like even I legitimately enjoyed the hell out of Cursed for a long time, so I was pumped when Cursed came.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing like more hype for Cursed, and like, who the hell cared about Cursed before?
Everybody hated on Cursed so bad.
Very, very true. I kind of liked House of Wax before, but now love it. Totally agree with you about Out Cold. Get Over It would be another fun one. Gold, yeah. Paramount Presents. Yep. Yeah, definitely pick Paramount Presents up, though. All their releases are stellar. Night I Got Over It. I think the Canadian release goes for some cash. Yeah, I don't like to pay too much for the DVDs, though, because I just know I can possibly find it out thrifting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we won't go big screen, I don't think, for this. We'll kind of just run through and start with you, Bin Buster. You can show anything you want to show that you think was worth showing, I guess. We all have piles, so whatever you want to show.
Yeah. I'll just go through my pile of what didn't make it. So we'll start off with my other snapper case choice, My Fellow Americans.
Yeah, yes. I remember on that one stream I blanked on the name of it. Yeah. But that's a legitimately funny movie. It's so good.
It is.
And I like it does a really good job at it's not playing to either side. It makes fun of both sides very well.
Yeah. And like you said, mid or early 2000s had those DVD releases that never got Blu-rays. Right here's two Bernie Macs. Guess Who?
Yes.
And Mr. 3000. Like I said, the original with Sidney Poitier is on Blu-ray, but this remake is not.
No.
So, another heist movie for you, Tim. This time with David Arquette and Femke Jensen. It's his version of Gone in 60 Seconds with RPM. Yep.
I got that one. That's a fun one.
I was shocked that this one doesn't.
Yeah.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah, it might now that Disney Plus has a new movie coming out.
Might. This one, the sequel does, but this one doesn't. Stakeout.
Which makes no sense to me.
That's so dumb.
It is. It is. One I grew up with as a child, Follow That Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Big Bird.
Big Bird. And I know these have import titles, but I can't not mention that franchise.
I just bought that, buddy. I just bought it last night.
That was in my my possible pile because substitutes are good. It's one of the few times I think where the lead switched actors, but it's still just as good. It's like Treat Williams is still a badass in that. I enjoyed the heck out of that franchise.
I was able to find this for $5.
That's awesome.
You know what's crazy on Amazon? I think when I saw it, it was like $40 or $50, but I went on Macari and I got it for like I want to say between $13 and $15 brand new.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh,
I still need to buy 4. I have, as weird as it is, I have a 2-pack with 1 and 3, and I have 2 separately. I don't know why they bundled 1 and 3 together, but I don't have 4 at all.
And I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was my possibly pile. So.
All right, Side Hustle. What do you got?
I had a few here. I know it's got like some foreign releases, but I would like to see one here in the States, especially like on 4K or something. That's the 13th Warrior.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great one. I'm a big fan of Kiss, and I would love to have Kiss. This is Phantom of the Park, but this one is the like the overseas version. They call it Attack of the Phantoms. It has like additional footage that the one that we had here in the States didn't have. Mm-hmm. So I picked this one up. This is another like convention bootleg. And then I had a few more posters here of stuff that I don't have at all, and that is like Christy McNichols and Dennis Quaid, Mark Hamill in The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Yeah,
that's it's 1981. Yeah, it's pretty good. We got Johnny Dangerously with Michael Keaton. It's got Joe Piscopo, Dom DeLuise, Danny DeVito's in there. He plays like a gangster. It's a comedy though. It's not like a gangster movie so much. That one's pretty good. Everybody talks about Gleaming the Cube, but you got Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon. that was a good one, I thought.
It's a River Phoenix movie.
Yep, River Phoenix. Got Matthew Perry's also in there when he was young. And the last one, this one is Ghost Fever. This had it's Sherman Helmsley and Luis Alvos. And this one is an interesting movie because it was in like production hell for like a couple years. And Sherman Helmsley was trying to break out into movies, get over because he was in TV, he's in the Jeffersons. And he actually funded most of this movie and it flopped. He actually almost went bankrupt.
That sucks.
Over this. Yeah. And so it like the movie filmed like in 1985. I don't think it was released until like around 87, like 86, 87, because they had to do all these reshoots and everything. And the director, Lee Madden, he actually refused to put his name on the movie because of all the problems that it had. And so they had to, Alan Smithy, that old fake director name is what got the billing for it. But it's actually a kind of a cool movie. It reminds me of like an Abbott and Costello kind of movie. There's these two police officers. They're going to serve like an eviction notice. And it ends up being like, a haunted house and all these, different things go on. It's a funny comedy. I kind of enjoyed it. And, I'd like to see it get out there. It would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one sounds fun. I never heard of that one, but that does sound fun.
Yeah, I felt bad for, Sherman Helmsley, though. I mean, that's a rough thing.
Yeah. What is that? Is it on only like VHS or is it on DVD or?
Just VHS, I think.
Wow. Damn. What do you got, Brian?
All right. Well, first one's a VHS. I think this might have a DVD. I'm not sure, but it's a lost Richard Linklater movie called Suburbia. And it's Giovanni Ribisi, Steve Zahn, Parker Posey. Just got a great cast, and it's just about these guys that are pretty much losers. They hang outside of a 7-Eleven all night, and one of their buddies comes back and he comes back and he's like a rock star, and they're all looking up to him, and it's just it's kind of like a real time type of movie, like just takes place in one night type of movie. But it's really good. It's Giovanni Ribisi like in a starring role. He doesn't get too many of those, so
No, he doesn't.
I don't know why that doesn't have a Blu-ray. It should have one. The next one is The Safety of Objects. This is kind of a drama movie. It's an IFC Films from 2003. It's got Dermot Mulroney, Glenn Close, Joshua Jackson's in here, Timothy Oliphant, Mary Kay Place. Just about, it's one of those movies that has an ensemble cast. It just has a bunch of different stories going on, but one of the main ones is mother grieving the loss of her child. So it's a solid movie though. Next one I have is Love Stinks. This one's a silly one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Early 2000s. Prince Stewart, Bridget Wilson. It's also got Bill Bellamy and Tyra Banks in here too. I always had fun with this movie as a kid. It's just hilarious. I think it has what's his name in here from Ozark, and Jason Bateman. He's in here too. Real young role there.
A lot of stuff around that time frame.
Yeah, he did. This next one, it says it's better than Dazed and Confused. It's not better than Dazed and Confused, but it's a solid, fun, like stoner comedy. It's the Stoned Age, and this is a fun one. It's underrated, I think. It's just pretty much a party movie, and they love Blue Oyster Cult in this movie, so there's a big soundtrack of Blue Oyster Cult in here. So,
that's cool.
But yeah, the red-haired guy in here, he's actually in Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead. He's one of the heavy metal buddies.
Ah, cool.
But the next one I have is Monkey Trouble with
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that? Thora Birch, Mimi Rogers is in here, as well as Harvey Keitel and Christopher McDonald. But I always loved this one as a kid. This little monkey just steals everything.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just a fun one. That's another Warner Archive. Next up, I have Whatever It Takes. This is like a lost James Franco movie. With Shane West and him and Marla Sokoloff and Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Also has early roles of Colin Hanks and Aaron Paul in here. Just a fun one. It's kind of has like similar vibes, similar like storylines to the movie that just came out that we watched, Cyrano. So it's kind of got like some old like Shakespearean type of it's kind of like a teen movie of like Shakespearean like formula type of thing.
Yeah,
but early 2000s. And then this next one is 85, and it's an S.E. Hinton novel, and this is Emilio Estevez, and That Was Then, This Is Now. And this has Craig Sheffer, who's also in Nightbreed. So this is a solid movie. It's like if you like The Outsiders and any other like Rumblefish and S.E. Hinton's her stories, I'd recommend this one. Kim Delaney's in here too. I forget what she's in, but I remember seeing her and stuff. But solid pick there.
A decent chunk of Estevez's stuff is not on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Estevez is great though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Wisdom.
Next one up is another silly one. It's Bubble Boy.
It's a great one.
Yeah. I don't need to really talk about this one too much, but it's a fun one. This one's another John Waters movie. I just like some of his like early 2000s, late 90s work. I like it more than like Pink Flamingos and stuff like that. Those don't hit me as well as these. This one's Cecil B. Demented with Stephen Dorff and Melanie Griffith. This is just about like a guerrilla filmmaker. Like he just sets up wherever he wants to film his movie and just like he'll beat the crap out of the civilians just to get like a good shot in his movie. I don't know. It's just a gnarly nutso movie with Stephen Dorff. Nobody talks about this one either. It's an old Artisan DVD.
Stephen Dorff wise, did anyone see the movie Botched with Stephen Dorff?
No.
Yeah, no one knows about that movie. It's like a 2007 horror movie with him. It's wild. Look it up after. It's really cool though. But yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, you're good. And then we got Milk Money. We talked about that one though.
Yep.
And last but not least, in the chat, people were talking about this one. I was gonna put this one in my 5, but I subbed it out. Angus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always love that soundtrack. The few of my favorite songs, like by Green Day and Weezer, in there. I love that Star song.
That soundtrack is like the perfect culmination of early 90s.
It is.
Early to mid. Yeah.
My favorite part of that movie is what he does with his grandfather every morning.
Yeah.
The revelry with the music, yeah.
Oh yeah. He puts on the turntable.
Yeah.
Yeah. George C. Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's good stuff in there. And then some of them I didn't hear of. I want to look up that Emilio Estevez one because I always like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll never see that DVD anywhere. That was Then, This Is Now.
Yeah, I've never seen that or heard of that. No. All right, Jagoda, what you got?
All right, so I'll run through these quick. So I did have Airborne on the list. Yeah. Always have to have this. From Surfer to Skater, classic movie. Also, I think this was mentioned early on too. Kid and Playing Class Act. The two identities of two students mix up and they kind of have to live each other. They're completely opposites, but they kind of hold their identity together. Those are two, Warner Archives. The third one, I don't think it has a Blu-ray. Guys, let me know. I did look and I couldn't find it, but it's Alive. I don't know if Alive has a Blu-ray. But I remember watching this. This was pretty crazy. They had the plane crash, and then they legitimately had to do everything under the sun to survive. It was a pretty, serious movie. I'm not sure why I watched it as a kid, but I don't know. There's a lot of movies I watched, and maybe I shouldn't have watched.
Because they ate people.
Yeah.
That's why we all watched it.
There we go. Exactly. That was like the thing. It's like they really had to do that, you know. Next one up was, Wesley Snipes in the '90s was like Mr. Action, so I had to get Murder at
Oh
1600.
my God. Yes.
Snapper case. I had to throw a snapper case in there. He's a homicide cop. Something happens in the White House, and now he's there to do it. So, I believe this, and I don't think Passenger 57 also doesn't have a Blu-ray. I'm not sure, but
Passenger 57 does. I have that one.
it does, right? Okay, so I gotta.
Another Wesley Snipes that
jump on
doesn't. Rising Sun.
Right.
Oh,
Rising
Rising
Sun.
That's a
With
good
Sean
one.
Connery, yes.
Okay.
It
I
doesn't
thought I had
have
a
it.
steelbook of it. That's probably a DVD steelbook. This one, I don't know. Does U.S. Marshal have a Blu-ray, a standalone Blu-ray?
I don't know if
couldn't
it's
find
standalone.
one,
I'm
but
like
yeah,
90% sure it's on Blu-ray though.
yeah. But Tommy Lee Jones, Wesley Snipes, Robert Downey Jr., ridiculous cast when you think about it now. Love that movie. And then one I want to mention that I don't have, and I've been searching for a Blu-ray for years now with this movie. I seen one movie online. I'm not even sure it's a domestic release or not, but it's Project X with Matthew Broderick. I don't know if you guys ever remember that movie where you had like the monkey and the experiment.
Right.
I absolutely love that. Like that's one of my probably favorite movies as a child. So I've been searching for the longest for that movie on Blu-ray. And the one Blu-ray I did see, it was like 60, 70 bucks, which is crazy. And I don't even know if that's even a domestic release or not. So yeah, that. And then there's one more I don't have, but I'm buying the DVD because I don't think this will ever get a Blu-ray. I think it's a late 80s movie or early 90s. It's called A Boy Who Could Fly. You guys ever heard of that
Oh
one?
yeah.
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot. I don't hear too many people speak about that one. I wish I had pictures to show it, but yeah. But those two mentions, I'm definitely looking to add to the collection. I can get the DVD, so I'm thinking about just getting to the DVD now, and then hopefully at some point they give us a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's cool stuff in there. And back to Matthew Broderick too. I loved some of his 80s stuff. Like Ferris Bueller is one of my all-time favorite movies. And War Games. Love War Games.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
great
Fred Savage was in Boy Who Could Fly. And
there you go. Mm-hmm.
he was like the little brother, and Jay Underwood was the boy who could fly. He was a Disney star back in the day.
Yeah.
It was a great one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna try to run through mine quick. It's like 10 of them here. I'll try to be really quick. But Stand and Deliver. That's when Lean on Me came up. It made me also think Stand and Deliver. I don't understand why this one. It's a really good classroom, inspirational movie. Really love that one. Finder's Fee. This one never gets talked about, but you got Ryan Reynolds, Matthew Lillard, James Earl Jones, Robert Forrester. But it's all like real time, them playing poker, but a winning lottery ticket comes into play, and deception. It's a cool movie. Of course, being a Bruce Campbell fan, the next two are Bruce Campbell, but his Herbie movie, there's people that don't even know he did a Herbie movie.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not on anything streaming besides a rip on YouTube. So the only way to watch it is if you watch it on YouTube or you buy the VHS. But yeah, very fun one. And it's got Kevin J. O'Connor in it also, the guy from The Mummy that betrayed them. I can't think of his name. But yeah, that's a fun one. Tornado with Ernie Hudson and Bruce Campbell. It's a made-for-TV tornado movie. A lot of fun, though. This one I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. Nothing But Trouble, or Nothing to Lose. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah. I love that movie.
So much fun. I crack up so much at the scene where he accidentally lights his pants on fire and that Scatman song comes on. It is so good. This is a very funny movie. And I mean, Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence, why the hell is this not on Blu-ray? Thank You for Smoking. This, I don't. There's another one I don't understand how with the cast like this, it's not on Blu-ray. Aaron Eckhart, Maria Bello, Adam Brody, Sam Elliott, Katie Holmes, Rob Lowe, William H. Macy, and Robert Duvall. That's a killer cast, and this was a really good movie. A couple of silly ones. Malibu's Most Wanted. Malibu. It's a completely silly movie. It's so funny.
Mhm.
I was a skateboarder when I was younger, so I enjoyed the heck out of the movie Grind. And this one is actually a pretty rare one. Like this is like a $40 DVD.
Wow.
You don't really run across that much. Little Giants with Ed O'Neill and Rick Moranis. Really great one. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I had it in my pile, and of course it came out multiple times. And last one, Trapped in Paradise. I don't know why this never came to Blu-ray.
We watched that past year.
Huh?
We watched that this past year for Christmas.
Oh, did you? Yeah, it's. I thought about tossing it in for Christmas because I mean it fits the time period. It's a fun movie though. I mean, how do you not release Nick Cage, John Lovitz, and Dana Carvey movie on Blu-ray? It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's everything I got. So I think we gave people like 60, 70 recommendations or something like that, probably total. So we'll make a run through the comments and then we'll close. Everyone can outro themselves and we'll end it. We'll be just about that 2-hour point too. That's a nice package, great box. Hit that like button. Yes, please do. If you're still here, hit that like button if you haven't. Bless the Child on Blu-ray. I think I did some of these ones. There's a Paramount Miramax film that released in the 90s that needs a Blu-ray and digital release. Kafka with Jeremy Irons. Don't know. I don't know that one. Never seen it. Anyone mention Kids? No, but I thought about it. I thought about it.
I got kids.
Hail to the Chief. He's the Chief and he's hailing. I would definitely buy that, Cal. The Substitute is a great franchise. We need I'd be happy with a Blu-ray box set, but a 4K box set would be crazy. I actually think it's pretty consistent across the board. Like it's a solid franchise. I want to see Murder by Numbers get a Blu-ray release. It's a Sandra Bullock film. You had Bin Buster at Sandra Bullock there, Tony. I'd also like to see Rapid Fire with Brandon Lee. And so Rapid Fire, because I looked into this, it has an old out-of-print Twilight Time release.
Yeah, I have that release.
I only looked it up because I want to watch that Showdown in Little Tokyo. It's like, damn, I want to watch more Brandon Lee. And then read Rapid Fire is supposed to be good. And then I was like, I'll buy the Blu-ray. And no, it's like $100 Blu-ray.
Jesus.
Yeah. Johnny Dangerously was funnier than I expected when I saw it. Is Richard Linklater's movie Waking Life on Blu-ray? If it isn't, it should.
It is. It's got an Arrow Video, UK. Arrow.
Reardon. I have to agree with Huck. Just picked up Cool World yesterday. Yeah, Cool World is a good one. That would be really cool actually in 4K. Not that would get a 4K. Waking Life does not. Probably just means domestically then. I hope it'll be on Criterion. Loverboy needs a Blu-ray. I don't believe it has one. It would be a good fit for Criterion. Great call. Let's see. Steel Dawn just recently got its official Blu-ray release here in the States. Yeah, that was a cool one. I love what Vestron is doing. Their releases are cheap and they're awesome. Love Stinks is super fun. Got to skip over the sex bots. Oh my God. I love That Was Then, This Is Now. Formula 51, Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson is great in everything. I even love, do you guys know the backstory with Snakes on a Plane? How they were going to change the name to something more serious, and he threatened to just completely pull out of the project if they made it serious because the movie is supposed to be a dumb, silly movie. Mm-hmm. They were going to call it like Flight whatever. It was supposed to be more serious. Like, nah. He knew exactly what it was going in. And gonna have to follow Brian Goes Blue with those picks.
Thank you.
If anyone is looking for Outside Providence, there's a 4-pack DVD from Miramax Critics' Choice that includes Outside Providence, which may be cheaper than buying single disc. Okay, that's good to know.
Cool.
Angus was one I always watched growing up. Yeah, Angus is great. I own Class Act on VHS and the first 3 House Party flicks on DVD.
Oh, yeah.
I have Blu-ray for Rising Sun.
So it does have one. Okay.
Murder at 1600. Yeah, Murder at 1600 is so good. And Wesley Snipes in the 90s. Whew. It was great.
Oh, yeah. You can't touch him in the 90s.
Yeah. Order 1600 needs a blue. Another movie that needs a Blu-ray with digital release is the 1991 Warner Brothers film If Looks Could Kill with Richard Greco. It has vibes similar to James Bond. Forever Young with Mel Gibson doesn't have a Blu-ray. There's actually a fairly decent amount of Mel Gibson that doesn't. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, but it's still... Still, all his stuff should make it, though. The Boy Who Could Fly is a great one. 3 White House thrillers were released in the same year. Murder 1600, Shadow Conspiracy, and Executive Power. I saw Executive Power, didn't see Shadow Conspiracy, but Murder 1600, though. And that's a fire pick. That's so good. This here boy with De Niro and DiCaprio needs one as well. If Looks Could Kill is a childhood favorite of mine. Over here in the Netherlands, it was released as Teen Agent. I love when movies have completely different names in other countries. It's 1/2 the price plus 3 extra movies. Little Giants would be nice to have on Blu-ray. Yes. Was dodging a real tornado right before the stream started. Stayed like, ooh. Yeah, wow. Be safe. Don't that's scary. I'm very lucky and thankful that I'm in an area that is generally not a threat for that stuff. I mean,
yeah,
we had one that actually like obliterated a Barnes and Noble a couple of years ago, but it was a major story here because we never get them. I love Shadow Conspiracy. I wish that had a Blu-ray. I wish Eddie Murphy's Distinguished Gentleman had a Blu-ray too. Encino Man, son-in-law in the army now. Oh my God, yeah. Son-in-law.
Pauly Shore. Yeah.
Big Top Pee-wee as well.
Yep.
Great stream, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for being here, Mel. We're about at the end. Love Potion number 9. Good stream. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. All right. We're at the end of the comments. So I will make you big screen and you give your outro. So go for it, Ben Buster.
Hey, guys. This was fun tonight. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. I was writing down the list on my phone here, and so I have a lot to look into or see if I could try and find thrifting. Speaking of which, that's what I do. I thrift for movies $5 and under my channel, and I review them. I have a review coming up Wednesday of A Million Ways to Die in the West. And then I have a couple more haul videos where some of the stuff I showed tonight is actually in that video. So, so I have that coming up. And besides that, you guys can catch me on Instagram all the time. I'm on Instagram. I'm posting stuff there. I'm hopping on lives there. So come chat with me. It's great to know this community. I want to get to know this community better as well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here as community. I love this community. All righty, Side Hustle. Your turn.
Well, thanks, Tim, for having me on. I had a great time. The panel was great. A lot of good picks here. I definitely showed my age in this one, picking all the old movies. But that's all right. So yeah, come check out my channel, Side Hustle Cinema. And if you want a chance to win one of those custom slipcovers, check out my Monday physical media report, and you can get all the details on how to win.
All righty, sounds good. And again, to reiterate, his slips are fantastic. They look like really high quality. So definitely enter for that.
Cool.
All right, Brian, your turn.
Hi, follow me at Brian Goes Blue. Do a channel with my girlfriend, Brian Goes Blue, and Coco 2. We just dropped 2 videos today, one being a movie vlog to see the new Foo Fighters horror movie, Studio 666. So we talk about that one. And then the other video we did today was the unboxing of the new Phenomena 4K from Synapse. So go check those out. Thanks for the subs.
I'm going to have to watch that Studio 666 video because I'm super intrigued by that.
Yeah.
All right, Jagoda, your turn.
Yeah, first, Tim, thanks for the invite. Great panel. I know I got a list too, so spending may be a little crazy going forward, but that's what this is about. But come check me on my channel this week. Hopefully, I think the Matrix comes out silver, so trying to get that. I do have some other physical media imports that I'm hoping to get in this week to show off. Also, I'm going to do the Time to Talk segment number 2, and then I have some 1/6 scales that I've been at least probably a month back on, so I'm trying to throw that on the channel to kind of mix it up a little bit from the usual physical media, and then I'll do the Fave 5. But other than that, catch me there. Catch me on Instagram. I'm on live streams as well, and I post a lot of my other pics. So thanks for having me again.
All right.
One more thing, Tim. Let me jump in there. Let me promote a live stream coming up on Tuesday. Me and Jagoda are actually going to be on Movies with Ryan, his channel. Yeah. And that's Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Yeah. That's right, right, Jagoda? 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8
o'clock, yeah.
And we're going to be doing our top 5 horror movies.
Horror.
Ooh.
So
yeah.
That should be good.
Be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a definitely great plug to get in. This is Ryan's first stream. Great panel. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to being in the chat on that one. So definitely check that out. And like I said earlier, I'm a dummy. Forgot to put everyone's links started before this. So once I'm done here, I'm going to put everyone's links. Subscribe to everybody. Follow their Instagrams. Great guys. That's all I got. I hope you all got a ton of recommendations because I have way too much money worth of recommendations to go spend now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd like to thank all these guys again for being here. I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. And that's all I got. See ya.
Bye, guys.